Good morning, everyone. So now from today, we will be reading different book, and that is very interesting book, which is by Darius Forox, and this book is Win Your Inner Battles, Defeat the Enemy Within, and Live with Purpose. So again, we are moving towards developing new skills and knowing, understanding about deeper about further as we are working on creating those right thoughts, understanding the connection between thoughts, words, behavior, and your action and your habits. At the same time, while we are generating that right thought, there are certain problems or certain hurdles. Now we want to overcome those, and those are nothing but your inner battles. So first we win when we win over those, definitely we'll be able to get rid of any other obstacles in our outer environment. So it starts with nice quote that author says, there is an enemy living inside your head. And what is that enemy? That continuous chatter like, you can never do it. I bet you will fail. You never become someone. Or these are certain statements which are nothing but your own enemies. So, are you ready to go to war, conquer your fear, improve your self confidence? So, stop worrying and live life on your dreams. So, this is now the next stage where we really want to overcome those inner battles. And unless and until we make deliberate efforts, we know about it, we know the techniques, we'll not be able to move forward because this is keeping you stuck, which is reducing your speed of self transformation or development. So it has three sections. So the first section is like inner warfare. The second section is control. The third section is purpose. So we start with the first one, which is inner warfare. Now there is one quote again. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. So ultimately, the first step is again awareness, that knowing our own self as well as what exactly is that enemy. So, feeling anxious when you experience turbulence while on a plane, that is normal. There are many people who have those anxieties for just short duration of time. Now, not speaking up during meeting, it's not normal. If you are like most people, you are not aware of your deep fears. So again, it is starting to understand what are those enemies, then only we'll be able to know what to work on. Every time you feel uncomfortable, you experience the same symptoms of real fear. Your heart beats fast, your palms are sweaty, maybe you experience shortness of breath. So sometimes we get all these physical symptoms because we know very well that whatever you are thinking, whatever your emotions are, they will be shown up in your body. Now it is crucial to understand how our enemy operates. We all know how it feels to be afraid or to experience stress or anxiety. But why do we feel this way? Once we know how our brains are wired and why we feel fear, we can start our battle. So it is said that while you are on, before going on the battlefield, you really need to study all the things about, your enemy, about their strength, about their weaknesses. Also, you should be knowing about your own self, as well as your strength, your weaknesses. So this is all about the preparation of it. So then we start the first chapter of it, which is first is decide. So that there's it starts with again one quote of Abraham Maslow, that one can choose to go back towards safety, or forward towards growth. Growth must be chosen again and again. Fear must be overcome again and again. So basically, again, it is like that whenever we are in that comfort zone, we want to just choose safety. Maybe we are moving towards, we are moving backwards. So it is said that when we are moving towards growth, definitely you need to overcome your fears. So that is the first step. Now, everyone on this planet dreams of becoming someone or achieving something. Obviously, all of us have that dream. All of us have that drive, that becoming the best version, living the life with purpose, designing our dream life. And of course, to achieve, we have certain goals. So I have never met a person who didn't have dreams of becoming or achieving something when they grew up. And it is ingrained when you are, since your childhood. But most of us fear to follow our dreams because fear stops our journey towards success. Success has a different meaning for every person. The definition of success I use in this book is not related to money, however. So there are different ways or by which we define success. It can be different for everyone. But what is coming between you and your aspiration or your success is nothing but certain fears. Sure, I aim for a rich life, like say full of rich meaning any other abundance in all the aspects, like full of love, experiences, connections, and contributions. But it has nothing to do with money. The ultimate reward of life is tranquil mind, peaceful mind, a mind that is free of fear, a mind that is confident and takes on every challenge it faces. So ultimately, this is the goal. Like, whatever is the difficult situation we are facing, we should be able to face it confidently with a calm mind. And of course, like every challenge, we should be able to face like this way. So success means we experience life instead of enduring it. Life does not have to be struggle, but fear makes us suffer an inner war. So basically, this is a beautiful journey, but what is causing that suffering is that fear. And what we, is that emotion which comes up and how we build our thought process or anxieties on it. And that is all suffering. And that is something that inner battle which is going on. And we really need to win over it. So fear once served as a mechanism that protected us. So while there was a human evolution happening in initial days, why fear was important? Because it was important for our protection. Nowadays, fear has turned into our enemy and it rips us of our freedom. When most people run into roadblock, they quit. What is that you want? What are your goals? What are your dreams? So obviously we have reflected on these questions many a times, but many of us won't even begin the journey towards their goals because they are too afraid to start. So majority of the people procrastinate because they are building many thoughts and many stories to themselves they are telling based on the fear. So fear defeats more people than any other thing in the world. So this is the comment by the author. But what if I told you that it is possible to reach your goals, that you can make your dreams come true? You have to win your inner battles. Only then you can live life on your terms. So fear is the enemy within that stops us from achieving our goals and dreams. So now we at least know the basic about the enemy. Like what is that enemy? Which is fear. Now what kind of fear? That of course we'll find it out. We think that achieving greatness is for the select few. So we have conditioned our mind that it is only for few people. We think that people have been lucky. We tell ourselves or people, oh, yes, that person is so lucky. But that's not the case. People who achieve their goals decided that they can. Life is about making decision. So it comes from that your determination in your first thought, what you choose. And giving into fear is also a choice. So let's not wait and let's start. Let's defeat our fears and let's decide. So again, we will stop the reading segment here. We'll be continuing tomorrow. So we will be you know, taking that decision in this moment, like what I want to choose. I want to choose fear, or I want to come out of it, battle, win the battle over it, and take the choice towards my goal. So that is the decision in the moment. So we will be doing our today's guided meditation based on the similar concept. So we'll move on to the meditation segment, and it is all about decision. So it starts with our first decision. So we start sitting in comfortable position with spine straight and eyes closed, and start focusing on breathing, grounding energy from Mother Earth is stabilizing you. Deep inhale and slowly exhale as you breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale all tension. One more deep breath and allow your body to relax in this moment. Now, notice your thoughts. Do not try to
Have you used Claude?
do
Around
not
98% of people out.
judge them. Imagine that every thought is like a cloud passing across the sky. Some thoughts encourage you, some creates fear, some create doubt. Just observe and say to yourself, I am not my thoughts. I am the observer and creator of my thought. Take a deep breath in and ask yourself, what is the biggest inner battle I am facing today? Maybe fear, maybe self-doubt, maybe procrastination, maybe anger, comparison, whatever appears, just acknowledge. There is no need to fight. Just it. Say to yourself, okay, I choose awareness over reaction. Okay, I choose courage over fear. Okay, I choose peace over conflict. Let these words settle deep inside you. Imagine gentle light filling your heart. With your every breath, this light is becoming brighter, and this light of wisdom, this light is stronger than any negative thought. Take one final deep breath, and today you begin winning the battle within. And with this decision, you are starting your day. Now, come back to the present moment. Wiggle your toes and fingers, put your palms, put on your eyes and face, and slowly open your eyes. And with this, we'll move on to our next segment.
Yes, good morning, everyone. So we move on to the third segment of the day. And as we have started reading this new book, and definitely the book starts with a very deep insight that we have to fight our inner battle to lead a meaningful and successful life. Because ultimately, the outer world may create difficult situations, the challenges may pop up. But the biggest battle which we fight is within. And we have to balance that, which is most important. So, as today being Monday, we are going to write affirmations. And to start with, we are going to build our inner strength, our inner core to fight that battle and win over it. So, I will be sharing my screen over here. We all can be ready and prepared for with our own diaries and pens and everything. So, it's taking 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm sharing it. Okay. So now we move on to the writing part. 1 second, it comes with text. Okay. To start with, always the battle which we have to fight, it comes from which point? The inner core. It's the inner voice, the inner mind which we need to confront in the beginning. So you need to build up that trust for yourself. Because if the trust is there, you are able to fight and you are able to overcome. If you are doubtful, if you're not sure, if you're questioning yourself, or maybe the environment around the things might not be able to help you to work on yourself in a better way. So, the first and foremost to start with, the affirmation is that I trust myself to handle life challenges with confidence. So, this trust needs to come from within, that you're not doubting yourself. So, I trust myself to handle life challenges with confidence. The more you will believe on it, the more you will repeat, you will see that you are going to gain that trust for yourself, or you are going to build that trust within, which will help you to take stronger steps, which will help you to take actions which you are reluctant to take. So that trust will only help you to start that journey. Once you start trusting yourself, you shouldn't be questioning, or that thought should not pop in the mind that whether I deserve it or not. We have discussed many times that we all deserve the best, whatever we can achieve in our life. So that question should not come about deservability. So I deserve a peaceful, happy, successful life, or I deserve peaceful, joyful, and successful life. So you quote it and remind yourself regularly that I deserve, this is what you deserve. I deserve a peaceful, happy, and successful life. So there is no question about not getting it. It's just that you have to be sure that, yes, you deserve it. That doubt doesn't pop in. That mind is not in two spaces, whether I will get or not. No, you know that you deserve, so you will get. Now, when you are working on your deservability, when you are making yourself 100% confident, you take actions and your mind is more focused. It is more aligned towards what you really want to achieve. So my mind is focused, clear, and free from unnecessary worry. Or you can also write, I am focused. That is also one way of writing, but because we are talking about focus, mind word I've used here because that is what where it comes from. So my mind is focused, clear, and free from worries. Because if you are carrying that burden on your head, if you are stressful, if you're carrying worry and practicing things, there will be still two ways to deal with it. You will not be able to achieve to the best of your ability because, again, your worry is going to act as a blockage. So, if you want to move ahead towards a life of your dream or something which you really deserve, you need to be more focused. You need to be free from all unnecessary worries which bother you. You carry on your shoulders, which continue, and for years it passes from one generation to another at times. So that burden has to be released. And it comes with a lot of affirmation practice, and it definitely comes with a lot of conscious effort. Now, once you free yourself from the worry, you are focused, you are clear, you are working towards your peace of mind. So I protect my peace by making healthy boundaries, or choosing healthy boundaries. Choosing word again, as we've emphasized a lot on, I protect my peace. Because that disturbance which runs in the mind, it is all because of that internal chaos. So I protect my peace by choosing healthy boundaries. So now here comes the point that boundaries are very important. Setting boundaries and living life is easier than just living for the sake of people. Because when you set boundary, it makes the things more organized. People don't overrule that. Because you have been living for past so many years in that system and pattern, it is difficult to start. But it's never too late to start. So setting boundaries is another way of getting peace. Because your chaos is created as you have given liberty to everyone else. Like your remote control is in hand of everyone. So their ups and downs can fluctuate your inner peace and patience. So for that, I need to go back to my own choices of setting healthy boundaries. And last, we discussed in the reading segment also, what do you prefer? Do you prefer fear or you prefer faith? Which is your choice? I choose faith over fear because faith is what is going to help me to sail through. Fear is going to pull me back. So I choose faith over fear. Very important and very powerful. These 5 words, if you keep on repeating, you will see that how strong you become from within, which is important. And that's the battle we are talking about. Again, I'll repeat that outer world and circumstances, all those events happening in life, they are dynamic in nature. They never remain constant. They keep on moving. It's either someday it is not that pleasant for you. But how will you keep yourself within that reach of comfort if your inner core is with you? And for that, we need to work on our inner self. That battle which we fight within, we have to balance that. So now these are the 5 affirmations. As we have just started reading the book, similar kind of affirmations and practices we will keep on following so that our inner core becomes very strong. And that's where we are able to face the challenges. I'll be sharing the same in the group. We all can refer. I'll just, yeah. So I'll be sharing the same in the group as well. So we continue reading this book and again inspire ourselves towards new understanding and learning in a with new perspective. Thank you so much for your valuable time early morning. We meet tomorrow again, same time, same place, same link. Thank you so much. Have a great positive day.